host here at Broomstick Fairy. Now, guys, this channel is brand spanking new, so I'm hoping that we can become very, 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 very great or friends, what have you. Now, guys, like I said, this channel is brand new, so I've got to get used to like camera and the angles and all that. I gotta make sure I've got all the right angles. And don't worry about wigs. The sister is diet. I've been working hard to try to get this channel up and running for y'all. But it's up now, so I'm thankful and grateful. And like I said, welcome. So guys, I want to make an announcement. In addition to the tarot card readings, I also have an Etsy boutique. And at the moment, I'm selling majority of women's clothes, but not give up on me. Not yet anyways. Because basically, very soon, I will be accumulating more and more men's in collections. Alright? And also I want to make it known that for those of you who are not too into astrology or horoscopes or tarot, that you should definitely check out your moon and your rising sign, in addition to the sun sign, which is the month you was born, because those have a major, major influence on our personalities. Okay? And you also should know that there is no better way than getting a more effective reading than for getting one with you and I personally, because those ones are more interactive. There's more one-on-one. It's just you and me. Because these readings are basically a general reading, and I have to reach millions, so thousands of you with the same zodiac sign as yours. Okay, so I'm not going to hit the nail every single time for each and every one of these general readings. So your best way is to book a private one, and you can do so at the Etsy shop, which is called Broomstick Fairy, or one word with a capital F in between the broomstick and the fairy. Or you could also do so at email, which is broomstickfairy@gmail.com. Alright? Because just in case if you're watching the general ones and you're thinking, that doesn't really gel with your smile, or you're thinking, in other words, it doesn't really feel like it's resonating with you, or it doesn't feel like it's in tune with you in your essence, it's because you either need a one-on-one or you need to check your moon and your vibes. Now, guys, thank you so much for your time. And once again, welcome to Broomstick Fairy. Hola, Taurus, you sensuous, warm-hearted, loving, intimate creatures, you. I hope that you all are good in this month, and this is your tarot horoscope for the entire month of August. I know I'm uploading it in the middle of this, and I apologize for that, but it still pertains to the full entire month of. Now, guys, there's a few messages that I've received from you guys reading, and I feel like some of the overall messages from the reading is that some of you will be involved in groups that are you have to deal with like public speaking or humanitarian or teaching of some sort of thing in that nature, or maybe in like the food and dining industry or restaurant hosts, and others and in within these partnerships, I feel like there's a bit of a turmoil right now, or there's a bit of gossipy, or someone, or if this is pertaining to a relationship wise, there is some cheating and disloyalness going on, because there is some need for some harmonious changes and connections, and there's a need to make a choice of some sort, and maybe some house repairs going on, or somebody looking to move house, or you're craving more stability or finances, and you need a little bit more order. Some of you are moving from government housing, and okay. Sorry, so now let's get started with the reading. Some basic style of shuffle. I already shuffled the cards and everything before I put on the camera, because style of shuffling is kind of long. I literally shuffle each section, like each portion of your life, whether it's to do with your emotions, or the spiritual influences, or the thought process, or what have you. For every single section, I literally shuffle like this, and whatever card, I wait till whatever card pops out. Just like how that card just popped out, I feel like that is the message that Spirit wants you to know. And it kind of takes kind of long, especially because I do 2 rounds, and yeah, sometimes I can take a little bit, sometimes that can be a little bit time consuming. And also, I am the Oracle Queen. I love messages from the oracles, and sometimes the messages can be quite in depth, and they can take up a lot of time as well, in addition to the tarot horoscope, okay? So, on that note, let's get started with the reading. I feel like for some of you, there is some loss or disappointment in an organization or in a partnership, or maybe there is a separation or a feeling of loss or feeling of regret, because at the bottom of each deck, after I shuffled each round of the Fortune Triangle, after I've done one row and then another round, at the bottom of each deck, after the first round, you have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups. The cups in the tarot often represents the water signs, such as Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And the cups represent intuition, represent creativity, represent love, harmony. A lot of musicians fall under this sign, artistic or poetry. They're very creative and very nurturing and loving. They're known to have psychic abilities, and they were very romantic and very, very, very attentive. Okay, and they give good advice. But for this particular card, the Five of Cups represents regret. It represents disappointment. It represents a loss of some sort. So I feel like some of you be feeling like you have lost in some sort of partnership or some sort of marriage or some sort of unity or union or friendship, because what was on the bottom of the second round of the decks, we have the Four of Wands. And the Wands in the Tarot card deck represents fire, it represents passion, it represents lust, it represents optimism, it represents charging ahead and taking the bull by the horns, like you, Taurus, in a sense. But this represents the Sagittarians, the Sagittarius, the Leos, and the Aries in the zodiac, the wands. So whenever you see like a wand or a stick like this, it's represented how the fire zodiac signs. Okay. But this card is normally a positive omen, but paired with this one and being both of them being at the bottom of the decks, I feel like there is some sort of turmoil or some sort of disappointment or sadness regarding a unity or something that once meant a lot to you, or maybe a project did not come out how you expected, or a party or an occasion that you went to, you found out some bad news when you went to some sort of occasion, or some group or um, group you are affiliated with. Maybe you have to part yourself from them because you realize some things about them, and I would highlight that and give you some reassurance on that from the surrounding cards from the rest of the reading. So yeah, the core of your reading, or what's really surrounding you right now, Taurus, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Pentacles in the tarot card deck represents you guys, or in some traditional tarot card decks, because this is the Morgan Greer. In traditional tarot card decks, the Pentacles are called coins sometimes. Basically, this is to do with Taurus and Capricorn and Virgo, the earth sign. So it basically means stability and grounding, foundation. Very reliable, very resourceful. Can be sensual and just tangible and things that you can feel and grasp and hold like within your hands. And it could mean finance. It means finances and businesses or study or starting up something new to do with a business or a new foundation and just getting something off the ground financially. So that's what the Pentacles rule in the deck. And upright, the Eight of Pentacles means hard working or dedication or working hard to manifest your crafts or your creative abilities into everyday life or into your life or into fruition. But in reverse, it talks of the lack of that. Means someone may have put their foot in their mouth, or someone may have sold themselves more than they can actually deliver, or there be someone a part of a group that you are affiliated with that is not holding their weights. Because I feel, because poured up with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups represents celebrations. It represents collaborations. It represents friends. It represents parties. Represent drinking and just over celebrating, having so much fun and unity and abundance and bliss and joy. But this period with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it can mean that some of you be partying a little bit too much and not attending to your work. But I feel like it's more along the lines, because of the surrounding cards, I feel like it's more along the lines of there has been some sort of, someone is not pulling the weight within a certain organization or group that you're a part of, whether this is you or whether this is somebody else. There is a bit of someone is just not doing all that they have promised to, or someone is not pulling the weight or doing the job that they should be doing. It's kind of causing the group to just putting a strain on the group, or a strain on your friendship, or a strain on a relationship, because maybe someone is doing more work than the other, and tasks that are delegated, or the equality is unbalanced in the relationship. That's what's surrounding majority of you. And in your thought process, we have the Devil card, and the Devil often talks about bondages, or restrictions, or self limitations, or fatal attractions, or obsessiveness, obsessive compulsive disorder, or feeling trapped and bind, and like bondage or hostage of something. And this one you have paired with the Knight of Pentacles. So this Knight of Pentacles can either be you, because as I said, the Pentacles represent the Earth signs, or it can be another Earth sign, or it can just be someone that executes these qualities and characteristics of an Earth sign. But I feel like some of you be so addicted to work, because the Knight of Pentacles is all about executing and utilizing your talents and your skills, and working hard to bring them into, and like just taking charge, and just realizing your talents and things of that sort. But paired with the Devil, it can mean that some of you are so obsessive about your work, or you're so obsessive about this situation at work, that be bringing you disharmony, and you're so adamant about getting it, so adamant about clearing it. Or it could just mean that some of you be very, very, very much attracted sexually, or you are attracted and obsessing over someone who is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone who has like those qualities, and like you are feeling so head over heels for them, and you are lusting for them and obsessing over them, and it's becoming a bit of a detriment to your health. But then, like I said, for others of you, it can just mean that you are a workaholic, and you're working too much, or a situation is taking too much of your time at work, or a situation between friendships is taking too much of time. And what you have in your thought process right now, Taurus, I feel like some of you be feeling like you have to be overly defensive for what you don't have, overly defensive, or that you don't have what it takes to lead the pack. So this is causing you to take a more laid back approach, instead of that teaching like qualities you might have had before. Because, and why I feel this way is because you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Hanged Man. And the Seven of Wands in reverse often speaks about, Seven of Wands upright often speaks about a teacher, often speaks about someone who has some qualities, or some characteristics that can offer something new to a crowd, and show a crowd diversity, and show a crowd another alternative way of doing things. And this person is often a learner, but they are very innovative. Um, Learners tend to be really, really innovative people, or people that are conjuring up new methods to offer society. Often can tend to be learners, because society don't really share the same belief systems. But in the end, people often start to follow suit with this person, because they start to realize that they do have intelligence, or that they do have things to offer. So, but in reverse, this Seven of Wands can mean that you are feeling like you don't have what it takes to lead the pack, and you're feeling like a little bit insecure about your teaching abilities, or insecure about something, and it's causing you to be very defensive, and and then with the Hanged Man here paired with it, it's causing you to back down, and to be a little bit more observant than direct, and passionate and forceful, and taking action like the Seven of Wands normally does in the upright position. Some of you be a little bit reluctant right now, and just biding your time with some sort of situation, or waiting for some sort of situation to you see the fruits of your labor with something. And also, some of you maybe have a strong sexual desire to someone, or one of you, either you and this other person, you have a strong, beautiful, sensual, or sexual charm, or one of you be very creative, but I feel like definitely one of you have like a strong sexual desire for someone. It's similar to the point of like some of you be barking up the wrong tree, honey, or maybe even an oak tree, meaning you're going back to a past love, because of some of the cards in here, and maybe talking about a past love of some sort. Yeah, so some of you be charging ahead towards, or maybe charging to get some sort of results, or maybe charging, or maybe having some sort of inner conflict, or problems with internally right now, you're feeling like you see these two forces you have, they both represent inner and outer needs of the human. So maybe some of you be charging towards something and you be charging towards it recklessly, or some of you this can mean traveling towards some. Because the chariot can also mean travel of some sort. But I feel like especially with this three here, maybe some of you are involved in a three-way relationship or a relationship that um, has more than one person involved, and it's causing, or maybe these positions up here is talking of someone who is doing some excessive cheating, or there's some highly flirtation going on, and there's a lack of commitment within a certain group, and it's becoming like a burden because in your the spiritual influences in your life, you have the chariot and then you have the ten of wands, and the ten of wands often speaks of a burden and often speaks of feeling like you have so much weight on your shoulders right now, and it's not really positive, Taurus. We need to change this into reverse and loosen up that weight. Maybe you need to start delegating some tasks to other people if someone in your group is not holding up their weight and it's causing you to work a little bit more, or if this is a relationship line, maybe some of you just need to move on because this person is causing you too much strife and too much hassle, and it's causing a burden too much on your shoulders. Um, Maybe you're charging ahead too 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 fast, and it's causing a burden on you. And this is the spiritual influences in your life, and also what's happening um, as a reflection or as a as a manifestation in your everyday life from your spiritual influences, like what's tangible and what's physical and what you can feel on the earth from your spiritual influences, of feeling burdened, of feeling like you're charging, or feeling like you're going recklessly towards something, um, or feeling like someone else is going recklessly towards something, or having some sort of inner conflict. What's happening, what's manifesting from those spiritual influences. You over here in your physical daily life, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, then you have the Two of Cups in reverse, and you have the Ace of Swords upright, and you have Judgment in reverse. So what all of these tell me is that some of you be excessively juggling on two things, and this is also highlighting or solidifying or reassuring the fact that this Ten of Wands, as which I told you, you may feel burdened about something. So you may be taking on too many responsibilities right now. You have too many projects or communities or organizations or clubs that you are a heard of, and you're juggling with too many of them, and you may be losing some finances because of something, or because of some legal something that you have to go through with this certain organization, or maybe even this marriage or partnership. You may be losing some money here because of a bad partnership or a bad omen. Some partnership has turned out to not be so fruitful. Because the Two of Cups upright represents a good partnership, a good union, it represents good love, good peace, it represents so even. But in reverse, it states that there is some sort of blockage or breakage, or like there was a the zigzag line. There was a zigzag line between there. Rather, this is a partnership between you and a business, or you and a friendship. It means that this partnership has been broken, or there is troubles in paradise, and nothing is really flowing smoothly as you thought, or as you hoped, or as you would have liked. Especially with this Two of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like someone be juggling too much, or someone be being a bit too passive and just letting life pass them by. Maybe you may not be taking the bull by the horns like the normal Taurus fashion. Um, and also, we have the Judgment card in reverse. The Judgment card in reverse kind of is self-explanatory. It means that maybe you're not listening to your higher self, and you're not listening to your intuition, and it's causing inner conflict, or it's causing you to worry too much about what other people think of you, or there'll be some sort of legal battlements or legal settlements, and some of you is under some serious scrutiny, or maybe you are putting someone else under some serious or under scrutiny from somebody else. The presence of the Judgment in reverse basically means that you're worrying about what other people think, or it means that court cases of some sort has a tremendous effect on your emotional state or your well-being right now, and the judgment of some sort of case is very much effective into the things that are playing out into your life right now. And what needs to happen for this is that there needs to be some breakage or some piercing of the veil of communications. Swords represent communications. It represents Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. within the tarot card deck. It represents words, it represents talks, it represents smooth communication, like I said. So um, I feel like there needs to be some conversation held, or there needs to be some new way of dealing with a situation, or a new way of dealing with a partnership, because whatever the way it's happening right now, it is not working, and it is not working in anyone's favor, and it's being quite detrimental. So you need to have um, some piercing or some communication breakthrough so that you can get through to everyone that is involved in this situation. For it, um, and these two are this position here is the opposing forces. What is on the other blah, 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 blah. I saw these Taurus. What's on the opposite ends of the spectrum here, which is on the opposing forces. You have the Death card in reverse and the Ten of Cups card. And I feel like this is stating for some of you that you're refusing to move on, or you're holding on for like dear life for some dream or particular person or outcome that you had stuck in your mind. Um, I feel like you're holding on this for dear life to a person or to an outcome that you had, and you don't want to let it go because you have the death card in reverse. And the death card does not literally or figuratively mean death all the time. It just means metaphorically that you are resisting change, you are resisting transformation. The death card is actually not even a card to fear. It's actually a beautiful card. It just means rebirth. It means rise not from the phoenix ashes, rise not from your own ashes and starting afresh. But in reverse, it's saying that you are opposing, or you are reluctant to change, and you're holding on to something for dear life, and you refuse to change. I feel like you're holding on to a specific friendship or a specific love interest or a specific partnership or outcome that you have. Like, you want to win in the end, or you want it to go how you had planned, and so you're refusing to move on from a certain situation, or you're refusing to give up hope. So it can mean a good thing that you're refusing to, or you're refusing to um, let the other person win if this is some sort of legal battles that you are going on. And what's opposing that is you have the Justice card, which also is indicating to me that there is some sort of court case, or some sort of or some sort of debate going on, or something that is coming out where some sort of results from someone means a great deal. Well, even if it's not an official court case, there is some sort of system, or um, some sort of meeting that's going to be held, that where justice will be served. So you are so focused on getting your way, or you're so focused on seeing things work out into your favor with this justice card upright. Justice can also often refer to maybe a Libra in the zodiac, because you see this woman is balancing her scales, and she has this sword up, like, I'm playing them motherfucking games with your It's like pierced, like she has it upright, like dominant and very fierce, and very projecting of her interest. She's very stern, and she's very discerning. She's like, don't fuck with me, yeah. Okay, and paired up with that, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands is a tricky card because it can mean positive omen or bad omen, up in the upright or in reverse. And upright, basically, this card is just stating that you know you're holding your ground, holding your own. Your defenses are up, and you're standing up for what you believe in, and you are not backing down at all. But it can also mean that you are burning yourself. In reverse position, it kind of means that you are burning yourself at all angles, and you're burning these wands like a firecracker. You're almost like a firecracker. You're burning yourself into burnout, or your defensive has failed. Your defensive nature has failed so much, and maybe there is a lot of inner turmoil going on. Or this card can also, in reverse, can also mean obstacles, or also can mean arguments and stuff like that. So here with the justice, I feel like this is saying that you want justice with a certain outcome, or from a certain obstacle that is going on in your life. You want people to repent, or you want people to pay for what they have done. In some sense, whether it's marriage, whether it's business, whether it's friendships. And in your advice situation, we have which is very good. You have the Emperor, which often talks about leadership. Often it can be a fatherly figure. He's very righteous. He's very caring and nurturing, but he really wants to see the people around him to win. Very much like a father-like figure. The leader of the pack. He's quite stern, but he's very loving. And he looks a bit daunting, but he's very loving and just wants what's best for the operation that he is dealing with. And you have that period with the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is a very auspicious, very, very positive omen because it basically means that a wish has been fulfilled or a wish is going to be granted. So maybe some of you have end up winning this case or winning this dispute between friendships or lovers or winning this case between a company or organization that you are a part of, because with these two paired together, this is speaking of you've won the battle in the end, or it's the spirit advising you to continue to go forward so that you can win the battle. And it's saying that if you do, there is a great chance that you do so. All right. And then in the final position on the outcome of this whole operation, you have the Empress. And the Empress is a beautiful card. It often can be represented, it often is period linked to the Taurus because it's quite loving, motherly, sensual energy. This can mean the birth of new projects. It can mean it can mean a good wedding. It can mean a good marriage. It can mean showing some love and nurturing and care to someone, or love, nurturing, and care to yourself, or the fruits of your labor is showing positively now, and that is what is the outcome for this situation. So I feel like things definitely are going to be working out in your favor, Taurus. Maybe you even be going back to a past love, or maybe you have decided to maybe start to reunite with a past love with the presence of the Six of Cups here, because the Six of Cups ultimately talks about childhood memories or reminiscing of the past, or things of that nature. But I definitely feel like but in reverse, it can also mean delays of some sort, or it can mean refusal to move on from the past, or it can mean there's just someone from your past is returning, something of that nature. But I just feel like for this particular reading, I feel like this is definitely saying that some of you are just going to be like that motherly like figure, and you're going to win in the end, and things are going to come into fruition, and things are going to work out for you no matter what you be going through right now. Okay, and also for as an overall message card, I asked the deck, I asked the Mother Peace Round Tarot card deck, what is the overall message for Taurians in this card? And for Taurus in this card, and you received the Judgment card upright again. So you have Judgment has showed its head or showed its face twice. Taurus, one in the tarot in this tarot spread in reverse, and one for its upright. So I feel like some sort of judgment is very, very, very important and crucial into for you guys live right now. There is some sort of outcome that you are waiting for, or some sort of response, or some sort of response or feelings from other people or group. Maybe it's a group you want to be a part of and you're waiting for your acceptance for them, or maybe there is some legal cases or legal things that you're going on that you feel like you need to sort out and um, deal with. So judgment is a very, very major factor or major influence in your guys' lives right now. And also, what was an overall message that I asked the Morgan Greer Tarot card deck? You have the Seven of Cups. So for going back to like the base of the reading, or and the majority meaning of the whole entire reading and the core and foundation of the reading, it's just that you guys have just been in a bit of a you guys are in a bit of a fog, because the Seven of Cups often talks about thinking, having certain choices and not really sure which choice to choose from, or it can mean having a bit of mental confusion, or your brain is feeling like a fog because you don't you're thinking of so different possibilities, and or it can mean that someone is trying to put a wall over your eyes, or it can just mean confusion, or it can mean that you're not being realistic, or someone around you is not being realistic about a certain situation, and it's causing cloudiness and frustration, because in reverse it means that you are starting to actually delegate, you are actually starting to put things into action, and you're starting to do or make movements instead of just being all up in your head and in this fairy tale world of some sort. So I feel like what this card is suggesting is that there is some cloudiness around some sort of organization or partnership, and you need some sort of clarity um, regarding it. Okay, so that's the message. That's the tarot message and tarot spread for you guys. I really hope that it resonates with you, even if it's just one word or one sentence that resonates with you. Please take that with you and use it for the greater good of you, because everything is not going to gel with you, because there's so many different Taurus out there and so different stories that you can come up with. But I just strongly feel that a lot of you are dealing with some sort of partnerships or breakups in friendships or relationships right now, and that has majority of you guys focus. All right, um, and also there is a message from the oracle. I love oracle messages. I'm not sure if I said that in the beginning. I'm talking so much between. Okay, so basically the messages that you have from the fairies, you have two cards that came out at the same time, and one of the cards that came out was Indie, and Indie is card number. Let's see what Indie's message is for you guys. Indie talks about indecision, wishy-washy, commitment, and decision making. Oh, I love oracle cards. See, they just highlight and to show that the reading is on point or is on the right track for some of you. So the message is definitely pertaining to some of you. Like I said in the tarot card reading, it's very reassuring and very comforting. I love oracle so much. So basically, Indy is talking about it's decision time. It's time to make up your mind. Make a decision, then stick to your commitment. Set yourself a definite time period to complete your decision. Write down to the day and hour. Give yourself time to put the decision into practice before it's too late. Once that arbitrary but carefully judged decision time is set, ask for guidance for your highest good. Then weigh, consider, ponder, and gather information. If we do this, and if we have asked for aid, the answer seems somehow to fall magically into place at the appointed time. Then it is just a matter of trusting that answer and carrying it through. We can ask for help with that as well if we wish. It is willingly given. Alright, so this is Indy. Sorry, I should have showed you. Little innocent looking creature. The next message from these fairies is the Singer of the Cruach. And the Singer of the Cruach speaks about the receptive principle, nurturing and fertility. So the receptive, the she of the Cruach is saying indicate a form of pregnancy for some of you, and this can also indicate a necessary time of nurturing and development. Okay, so she also indicated a need for allowing her nurturing grace to flow through us to others in the form of unconditional love and giving and spiritual healing. Tells us of the need for unconditional receiving and making the best of what we are offered. She also reminds us that unbounded love and grace is ours, just waiting to be accepted. The presence of this card in a reading radiates comfort and nurturing to the cards surrounding it. Okay, so I guess this is saying that you definitely need to, going back to that indie card, it's saying, talks about like indecision and stuff like that. It's saying that you need to give this some clear and precise clarity and thought. All right, and also the other messages that we have the messages from the other fairy deck, which is the magical messages from the fairies, and these fairies want you guys to say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. And this is the image displayed here. Basically, what this talks about is you finish one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. This card indicates that a chapter in your life is closing. Perhaps you've been feeling a sense of loss or anxiety about the future. This card reassures you that your present situation is teaching you many valuable and important life lessons. You're now taking that wisdom and beginning a journey with new people, work, and situations. Be open to this change as it brings blessings for everyone involved. Your future is taken care of. Yes! This is what I was talking about. Okay, so I feel like this message is very distinctive and very clear for some of you, alright? Now, the scenarios that portrays in this card means you'll be moving to a new home. Yes, I said that. A job promotion is upcoming. A relationship is ending. A transition is noticeable. Let go of unhealthy old patterns, or make time to work on healing your past hurts. Beautiful, beautiful card, right? And also, the fairies want you to know, or want you to become more vegetarian. Now, I know some of you will be like, I like meat. What you talking about? But for some of you, this message resonates. So I have to say, whatever message jumps out, Just goes to show you that whatever message jumps out, I take and I just have to say because this is what Spirit wants some of you to know. A new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. The fairies know that fresh garden food is the healthiest and most natural way to live. You're guided to follow the fairies' wisdom and eat lots of vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, especially the organic type or variety, because this card validates your feelings to eat a more vegetarian or even vegan diet. This shift in your eating patterns will yield positive changes such as clearer thinking, increased psychic abilities, and more energy. Ask the fairies to assist you with this change, and they will gladly do so, including helping your own garden to yield a bumper crop or produce. Additional meanings for this card basically means a health or a behavioral problem is dietary related. I know all about this, which is exactly why I had to switch to vegetarian myself. I know it's hard for some of you that are listening to this, but if you've been thinking it, do it. You will feel miraculous. Eliminate chemicals from your diet. Yeah, to having fucking French or some shit now. Eliminate chemicals from your diet. Detoxify. Pray over your food prior to eating it. Do some research, such as reading, consulting a nutritionist, or taking a class about balancing your diet with more vegetables and fruits. Transition to a raw food diet, or encourage your children, if you have them, to eat more organic, fresh fruits and vegetables. Maybe this may be pertaining to some of your children. Alright? Now there's some more messages and the other messages from the other oracle decks we have from the wisdom of the oracle deck. This one, two cards that jumped out for you was chaos and conflict, but you received chaos and conflict in reverse. And this basically speaks of, in reverse, the message is, this is an advantage moment to restore order. This is chaos and conflict. This is an advantage moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Aha, this talks about some sort of confrontation that you're dealing with in your life right now with friends or spouses or business partnerships. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. This timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Do not waste it, Taurus. Another message just popped out at the same time is you also receive here and now in reverse. Here and now in reverse. Here and now speaks of, oh, damn it, girl. The message of here and now is whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true of looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and future are illusions, so whenever you leave the present moment, you're disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither the past nor the future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect time of sight. And I'm really sorry if I'm like having a tongue twister, guys, but I'm just trying to hurry up because I don't want the video to be too long. Okay? Now you have goddess, you have messages also from the goddess. And the goddess wants you to know the Ayakura goddess, she wants you, she is the goddess about blossoming. See this beautiful image? She's emerging from a flower. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. In ways, you are like a flower bud who is ripe and ready to open and grow. Don't try to rush this process as it is part of your beautiful path. Enjoy learning new knowledge and skills. Take your time to gather new ideas. Nurture your body with plenty of fresh air, sunshine, water, and healthful food. Reinforcing the vegetarian message. Various messages for this card. Slow down, have patience, get involved with gardening, use aromatherapy and or flower essences. And if you're not really too sure about that, actually I need to put on this. You can use flower essences in an oil burner. Actually mine is burning right now. Shit, need some more. Just got something to say. So and also so that is what the message is for this card. And then you have Butterfly Maiden Transformation. Butterfly Maiden Transformation. This card speaks of you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. As you go through this period of change, it's natural for you to wonder if your future is safe. I'm here to assure you that you're part of your nature's cycle, birth, death, and rebirth. To bring in your desired newness, you must first allow old parts of your life to fall away. Out with the old and with the new, or hello, goodbye, and hello to, like this card says. I'm done fucking up all this shit. Sorry. So to bring in your desired newness, you must first allow ill parts of your life to fall away. These changes are to be celebrated, not feared. Give thanks for the shedding of the ill, embrace all the lessons it brought, and then let it go. Be giddy with excitement at the newness of the gifts that are now being bestowed upon you, and let their magic surprise and delight you. The meanings for this card: don't be concerned about endings as they're bringing in the new for you. Your prayers have been answered, and with this change, let go of the old. Don't worry about these changes. They're truly for the best. So that is all the messages from the Oracle. A little Oracle. And thank you very much, Taurus, for tuning in. I hope that you guys subscribe to my channel so that you can receive more and more information. Whether or not this resonates with you this month or not, maybe it will next month, or maybe you will find it in your moon and rising. And you can find that in the link in the description box below. Now, welcome to Broomstick Fed, new friendies. Peace.